Boom! What is up, Wanderers? Welcome back. Got a little scratch in my voice today. I am fresh off of a week on the road for work, and I just got back to one of the best things for bag collectors, which is a brand new box of bags. And today we're going to be doing a very special unboxing. So this video is an unboxing and first impressions of the Unicorn 2.0 from Carryology. This is Carryology times Mystery Ranch collab. We're going to do a full walkthrough of the new Unicorn 2.0. Super hyped about it. Super excited. I didn't even ever get my hands on the Unicorn 1.0. So let's get into this bag, and then we'll talk a little bit of history. We'll talk a little bit of like, what is this bag? And we'll talk a little bit of course, walkthrough. We're going to do a full exterior walkthrough of the bag, of course, and an interior walkthrough of the bag. Get into all the nooks and crannies, and as always, on every video on this channel, you're going to get two things that I love about the bag, and two things, not so much. That's going to be the full video. You're going to love it. I'm glad you joined us. Let's get into this thing. So, I mean, you're getting the real deal. I have not opened this box. You're going to get my absolute first impressions of this bag. So, here we go. Just kidding. Don't do that. Pro tip. Don't take knives to your bag boxes. This is just a little plastic tool that I have right here. And I'm going to use this instead so that I don't accidentally cut too deep and, God forbid, damage my very expensive collab bag. All right. So I thought about, should I do this video overhead for the unboxing? But nah. We'll get into the overhead when we do the pockets. Oh yeah, bag number one. Oh yeah, bag number two. What? So cool. And then what else do we have going on in here? Congratulations. You got a legendary collaboration. Okay. Sticker. Probably hang on to these and sell them. I don't need stickers. And then, thanks for spending a bunch of money. That's what that one says. Okay, so I'm going to set my stickers to the side. Which one should we open first? We got Coyote and we got Blaze Orange. You know what? I'm going to open the Coyote one. Oh, man. Okay, so absolute first impressions. It does, as all Mystery Ranch bags tend to do for me, have a little bit too much strap dangle. Did I go negative first? I did go negative first, but that is a lot of strap dangle. I'll figure that out later. We have a gigantic beaver tail on the front of the bag. That's a feature. Here's the tag. So, am I cutting tags? Yeah, I mean, there's no question in my mind which one of these bags I'm keeping. I'm keeping this one, the Coyote Multicam, and I'm selling the orange one. By the way, if you're ever looking for a bag that I've featured on this channel that I might be selling, they're always at theperfectbag.us. The as seen on bag section is where you find all those bags. Okay? All right. So, exterior first. And this is all going to be, as always, in one take, because that's what we do on this channel. If we go up top here, we've got a hook and loop morale patch section with a beautiful patch with a knight swinging a sword with a grail on the shield. So this is a Grail bag, and this is a unicorn hunter, because that's a unicorn that he's riding. Interesting. So a lot of symbolism in the patch. I'm going to set that to the side because I'm definitely selling that, because I'm going to put my own patches up here. And why not recoup $100 or so of my bag purchase by selling a morale patch with a sticker? Like, as you're getting into these collabs, think about that kind of stuff. Like, you could part out, for lack of a better word, some of the collectible elements of the bag and still end up with a beautiful bag. All right. So this is the multicam and coyote colorway, and how does it look? Right off the bat, I can tell you it looks great. Love the multicam. This bag is designed to look like the Beams Day Assault bag, which is one of the most rare Mystery Ranch bags ever. It was produced, I believe, just in the Japanese market with outdoor retailer Beams in the early 90s. Don't quote me on that, but it was a while back, and they only produced just a handful of them, and they went fast, and they're hard to find. But now you can get your hands on one, I think pretty easily relatively. So first impressions are, it is slim. Like, this is for sure a day pack. This is not a travel bag. This is not a, even a day assault 2, like the 2-day assault packs, I should say. Like, this is not going to carry a lot of stuff. It is a small bag. But for me, that's my sweet spot. I love day bags. Now, I can tell you already one thing that absolutely annoys the hell out of me. I hate beaver tails. Like, they are useful for some things, okay? They're useful for swimming. They're useful for building dams. They're useful for storing fat for the winter. They're useful for beavers. They're not useful for me. Now, why? What are they actually used for? Well, these beaver tails are used to store extra stuff. It looks like a lot of stuff wouldn't fit in there, but you gotta remember, you can expand this beaver tail. There's this little strap keeper up here. It can stretch out, and once you stretch it out, you could put a helmet in there. You could put a jacket in there. You could put, gym clothes. You could put your scrubs if you're in the medical field. Like, you could put a lot of stuff in here. Additionally, there are attachment points, which those look really good. There are attachment points all up and down the beaver tail. And so it is useful, but man, do I hate it. Like, if I was in a place where I needed, now, again, I'm not out here fighting forest fires, so I don't have, a helmet that is covered in soot that I don't want to put on the inside of my bag. And when I wear a jacket, which I actually am right now, when I wear a jacket, not only can I just take it off and, hold it or tie it around my waist, I could just run it through the normal straps. Like, I can just run it through one of these straps, and it just rides. Like, I don't need a fancy special jacket holder on the outside of my bag. Now, visually, does it look nice? Yeah, it does. It looks really good. Is it critically important to my enjoyment of this bag? No. And it kind of gets in the way for me, because look at this. Now, that's the money shot. Look how good that bag looks with that beaver tail out of the way. Now, these beaver tails, which is a hilarious, look, beaver tail, right? It's kind of hilarious. It's a cool name. It's not actually what Mystery Ranch actually calls theirs. What do they call theirs? I can't remember. Something flap or something. I can't remember. But Mystery Ranch doesn't actually call it a beaver tail. But when you take that down, you have a full view of the tri-zip. And the tri-zip, not the Triforce, but the tri-zip is what these bags are really all about. And wow, these zippers are super stiff. Like, super stiff. And there's a hitch point right here as I unzipped it where it kind of pinched at the tri-zip meeting point. So that'll be interesting. But With most AquaGuard zippers, you can either lube them up a little bit, or over time they just kind of become a little bit more pliable. All right, so we get our first peek inside the bag. We're gonna go in there, I promise, here in a second, but there you go. So let's talk tri-zip for a second. And this beaver tail, y'all, hold on. I'm just gonna fold this thing up really quick and get it out of the way. There's a zippered pocket down at the bottom of the bag that this thing stuffs into. So we'll see how easily it stuffs into that pocket in practical terms right now. Live fire, my first time putting it in there. All right, shove it in and zip it shut. Not super easy, but once it's in there, it's really out of the way. Why was it not super easy? It was not super easy because this bag is made out of X-Pack. And X-Pack is light, but it's also not super foldable or rollable like Cordura or a cotton or something like that would be. It's structured. It has these X's running through it. It's ripstop. It's cool. It's light. It's really pet hair resistant, which is great for me because I have 2 Australian Shepherds. But it is not, you know, pliable. Is that the right word? Foldable. It feels a little rigid and plasticky compared to some of the more natural fiber products. But that's the look. What? It's so pretty. That is a great looking bag. A great looking bag. All right, what else do we have on the outsides? We've got heat shrunk paracord zipper pulls. Black. They look nice. I don't think I'll switch those out. Every time I get a bag, I think, am I going to switch out these zipper pulls? I think with this one, the answer is no. We've got these pull tabs at the bottom of every row of zippers, and that is, they're all over the place. One here, 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 one here. That's a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pull tabs. And that gives you something to pull against with the zipper. And if you didn't have that thing to pull against with these AquaGuard zippers, you'd have to kind of like grab the bag, and it's just not as nice of an experience. So you've got these pull tabs on the side to hold while you pull and operate the zipper. On the back, what do we have? We have a lot. So really nice handle up top here. That looks good. And then you've got the Futura harness. And this is an incredible harness setup from Mystery Ranch. And here's a Fidlock sternum strap, removable, adjustable, etc., etc., etc. And a lot of people would say, like, and this will probably be something I do, like, do you need the sternum strap on a teeny tiny day pack like this? Probably not. I'll probably take mine off. You also have a really well padded lumbar support down here. Now, out of the box, the odds of this bag fitting with this complicated of a harness, me completely. So I'm 6'2", 200-ish pounds. And so will this fit me right out of the box? I mean, I'll try it, maybe. But you've got to remember with these Mystery Ranch bags that you have a lot of fitment points that you can kind of activate against. And the biggest one is the entire thing can be unvelcroed. You see this little pull here? You can take the whole harness and drop it or raise it so that the bag sits correctly against you. And you kind of want this space here between the harness and the top of the bag to hit mid-neckish for it to fit right and for the lumbar to sit right. But you can move it, and it's pretty tough to, is it tough to do? It's tough to do if you don't know how to do it. So we'll look at that together in a little bit. Okay. Wow. All right, other things. Logo right there in black and orange. Don't love it. I think they could have color matched the logo to the colorway of the bag, done a coyote logo instead of an orange, but whatever. It's Carryology. They love orange. Up top here, hook and loop field, bisected by a line. It's all right. Don't mind it at all. It is color matched to the bag in coyote, so I love that. I'm glad it's not black. All right. Is that it on the exterior? I mean, I'm not commenting on the colorway a lot because it just speaks for itself. You see the colorway, right? It's really, really, really gorgeous. Love the coyote. Love the multicam. Love the accent of the black zippers. Like that, those really nice AquaGuard black zippers kind of set the whole thing off, don't they? Yeah, I really like the look of this. So the orange one, and by the way, like this would be worth more money if I left it in the bag. But I'm making a video here, so I'll leave the tags on this one because I am selling it and I want to be able to sell it in a way that will appeal to the buyer. But here you go. Here's what the orange one looks like. It's black on the back, same beaver tail. You've got the patch up top. In the interior of this one, we'll check out in a minute too, but I believe it's black on this one, as opposed to the kind of more complex colorway on the Beams version, for lack of a better term. Yeah. All right, y'all. You know what time it is. Let's check out the interior of the Unicorn 2.0. Meet me in camera number 2, everybody. All right, here we are. Check them out. As promised, we are in camera number 2, and we've got 2 unicorns. Is this a herd of unicorns? Is that what we call them? A flock of unicorns? Anyway, we'll scoot Mr. Orange to the right for a second, and let's check out our beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous Beams colorway. I mean, look at this thing. Really nice. A little crinkly because it's X-Pack. You can see the X running through the fabric. Then we've got up top here the Futura harness from Mystery Ranch, and we've got some extra zippers and stuff and extra flippity flaps back here and everything. So we'll take a look at all that, but you're here to see the inside of this bag. You're here to see what this is all about. Let's start up top with the quick access pocket that is on the head or roof of this bag. We'll open it up, and what do we have inside? Well, we've got mesh up top so you can see down into the interior. You've got a key leash, and then you've got a nice stretchy quick access pocket. This reminds me very much of the Mystery Ranch Dragon, which I do have and I will be reviewing soon on this channel. But here's your hook and loop. Really nice quick access pocket on the top of the bag. You've got just the mesh, kind of feels almost a little trampoline-y. Very nice pocket up top there with a stretch elastic pocket too. All right, now for those of you who have never owned a tri-zip bag, like, let's talk about it for a second. What is a tri-zip bag all about? Well, it's really about 2 things. It is a combination top loader and duffel style bag. And the design is implemented in a way that you can quickly open. Now, here's the rub with these AquaGuard zippers. If they weren't AquaGuard here, right? If you just had normal zippers, you could rip and the bag would open up and the zippers would slide on their own. But that's just not the case with these AquaGuards unless you lube the heck out of them. So you lose a little bit of that rip factor, but what do you get? You get a top loading backpack here, and you open it up and you can access your items that are down in the bag. And with this bag, this particular version, you also have this zipper. And look at this. This zipper runs all the way down here. And when you open this up, you get access to the laptop panel. So look at me. It's not a separate laptop panel, right? You open this up, it is access to the existing internal laptop sleeve. You also have a little doohickey right here. What is this doohickey? That's for you to hang a hydration bladder, okay? So you can use this as a day hiking bag as well with a hydration bladder, or as a EDC tech carry with a laptop or tablet in that section. Nice. Now here's where this bag differentiates itself because of the tri-zip. I can zoop, and I want to show you that just really quick again. Remember, I'm grabbing the pull here, or you can slip your finger into it. Zip. There is a hitch point right here that I'm feeling when I unzip. So boom, it sticks right there. And then you have to pull past it. So just be aware, the zipper action on this bag, it's got a, let's say it's a little herky-jerky. It's got a little hitch in its giddy up. It's got a little snafu point right here. That's cool. Not worried. And then you can open the bag up. Now, when you open this bag up, my first impression is, doesn't open up super wide. Why not? Because you've got this thing down here again, this beaver tail compartment, which prevents us from going all the way down, which means that you can open it most of the way. But there's still a pretty big chunk of this compartment at the bottom that feels a little inaccessible. All right, so down at the bottom, we've got the backside of this X-Pack, which is white, which looks really good. Then up top here, we've got Molly panels on the stretchy elastic laptop section. Those look really nice. They're very usable. No issues with that. 3 rows of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 panels. And then over here on the side wings, we've got 2 drop pockets, one on this side and one on this side. So really, really nice. Yeah, it's simple in there. It's nice in there. Now let's talk about these side pockets. So that's the main compartment. Now we've got these side pockets. Ah, look at that. Okay, so in these side pockets, we have a little drop sleeve for a bottle. And then we've got a little zippered pocket here. And then we've got 2 slip admin pockets. Yeah, little pen and wallet holders. And then this X-Pack looks really nice on the back side there. That's really nice. And let's check out the other one, see if it's a mirror of the first one or if it's any different. It's a mirror. So twinsies. So another slip pocket. And then you've got a zippered pocket and 2 little admin slips. So nice. And that kind of goes around a corner there. So, but it's actually, this zipper feels a lot smoother than the main zippers do. Interesting. Okay, on the back, do we have anything else to talk about? Well, we've got a little pocket right here. What is this pocket? Looks like a hydration pass-through. So this looks like the hydration pass-through for if you want to use it as a hydration platter. So hydration bladder. So laptop pass-through, hydration pass-through is what it looks like, because you don't have a hydration port up top here. Yeah, and this is what I was saying. So this says men, small, medium. That doesn't necessarily mean like shirt size, right? It just means it's a smaller version of their harness. But you can see here, you can make the harness whatever size you want, but you could conceivably, and I think pretty easily, swap this out for a larger harness if you have a different Mystery Ranch bag. So I actually might try that. I've got a 2-day assault pack sitting right over there in the corner that I could swap out for a large, extra large harness and just make it a little bigger, or I may leave it the way it is. I've yet to try it on, obviously. I just took the thing out of the box. All right, so what else do we have going on back here? Well, we've got this really nice Mystery Ranch logo magnetic fidlock. I like that. And it looks like pretty easy to undo this. Yeah, so I'll be able to remove that. I probably will remove that, use it on a different bag, because I just can't think of a scenario where I'm going to need a sternum strap to help me carry this teeny tiny bag. Like, I'm not rucking with this. I'm not going to carry a 30-pound weight in this thing. So I probably will take it off and put that on another bag, because it is a really, really nice sternum strap. Like, that is very nice. And then down here, I also have, I mean, what I would say is a largely unnecessary waist strap. I mean, they built this thing out kind of like it's a 40-liter bag that you're going to take on the Appalachian Trail or the Pacific Coast Trail, and it just isn't. So my thought is I'm going to unclutter this thing by getting rid of the sternum strap and getting rid of these, but it's all removable, so no problem, right? One problem. It's not all removable. We've got this hot mess of a thing. So, and excuse me for saying hot mess of a thing, because for quite a few of you, you love this, and you bought the bag specifically because of this. Not me. But it's not removable. I mean, imagine if this could snap in down here, and then you could remove it. Then you'd have a pocket down here. And a pocket might be pretty useful to have down there. Hold on just a second. I want to check something. All right, so laptop cord. Uh-oh. Huh. So I could use this as a pocket instead of as a beaver tail. Like, how is that attached? Looks like a seam I could rip out. Hmm. Hmm. Goodbye, beaver tail. All right, so I'll clean that up later with a crisper, kinder cut, but haha. Now I have a bottom tech pocket on my Unicorn 2.0. So again, I'll rip the seams out of that and clean it up. Yeah, that is much better. Goodbye. And by the way, why do I have these scissors? Because when I was growing up, my mom had these scissors for quilting and sewing, and I could never touch them. I wasn't allowed to use them. So I went and bought my own pair, and I can use them for all kinds of ridiculousness that I'm not supposed to use them on. Haha. So, okay, a million times better for me. For me. Let's check out the interior on this one. Ooh, ooh. That white is hot. That looks good. Okay. And then let's check out right here what the inside looks like. Oh, stiff zippers. Oh, super stiff. Whoa. Whoa. Jet black. Inky black depths of the Unicorn 2.0. It's not so bad when you open it up. Oh. Okay, there we go. Oh man, that zipper, good night. Yeah, so when you open it up, plenty of visibility, of course, but man, just from the top zip, that is super, super dark in there. There's the close-up of the patch. Looks really nice. Beautiful. Okay, everybody. Well, I think it's time for us to meet back at camera number 1 and talk about these bags. Well, wow. These are gorgeous. I mean, gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous bags. But a little fussy with some things. Okay, so what are we talking about with these bags? What is going on with these bags? What do I love? What do I not love? Two things that I love about the bag. So first off, I absolutely love the side pockets. So I'm not going to do the gimme. The colorway is badass, right? Like the Beams colorway is badass. It was the last one to sell out too, but it is by far, in my humble opinion, the best looking of all 4 colorways. Of all 5, like I'm not sure I understand. There was one they released before the other 4 and it was like $1,200 and it was called the XDT and it's the same dang bag. I don't get it. Like scarcity, like not my favorite thing. Okay, they produced 30 of them. They look just black and they cost $1,200. Like for me, buy the $400 version and take the other $1,000 or whatever you're going to spend and put it in the stock market on a sure bet. Like buy yourself 2 shares of Amazon or whatever. Like, All right. So gorgeous, really useful side pockets. They do, like, they don't flex out, they flex in. So just be aware, like this is a small bag. And when you put a water bottle in that pocket, which by the way, I'm not going to do, I'm going to use it for like my gimbal. I'm going to use it for slim tech. Yeah, I'm not going to carry a water bottle in this bag. That's just me. But it does rob from the inside of the pouch instead of poofing out to the outside of the pouch. So be aware. Be aware. All right, what else is going on here? I love the outside pockets. I love the usability of the bag with both the combination of the tri-zip and the quick access zip to the laptop compartment. Very well thought out, very useful. So multiple ways of entering this main compartment. And the tech pocket on the bottom of the bag, that's really nice too. Reminds me a lot of my eBag Slim Laptop Pro Junior. Is that right? But it had a pocket down there that was a garage for my laptop charger, like quick access for the laptop on the back. And now I've got my quick access on the bottom here. And if I do put my laptop charger down there, it's always going to be weighted on the bottom, which means it's going to have a little bit more standability factor. So carry a little laptop brick down there. All right, so loving that. I actually also really like, since we can just stick with the organization for a second, I really like the quick access pocket on the top. Like, it is a very nice pocket, and I love that it is see-through. Yep, you can see down into the interior of the bag, and I love the really mesh stretchy pocket on the front top pocket. So really nice top pocket as well. All right, a couple of things I don't like so much. Well, early on, just out of the box, and hopefully it improves as I use the bag. The zippers are really, really, really tough to work. Like I've got a Mystery Ranch Catalyst right here. I've got Mystery Ranch 2-day assault pack over there. I've had the Cerberus, I've had the Dragon, I've had a lot of Mystery Ranch bags, some of the collab bags. The zippers on this one just seem to be really tough to work. Like really tough to work, especially this main zipper. Yeah. Now, is it a deal breaker? Am I gonna like sell my Beams Day Assault pack here because the zipper is a little tough to work? No, I'm gonna try some lube and I'm gonna try to just work it out a little bit and should be fine over time. That's my thought. That's the first thing. And you know the second thing I hated? Like, what's with the extra crap? And I know it's a collab bag, so you got to toss a bunch of extra crap. But look how gorgeous this bag looks. And it's going to look even more gorgeous in a minute here when I wear it for you. And it's going to be glorious. It'll be me and this bag, and we'll be walking in perfect synergy and harmony, and you'll love it. It'll be amazing. But this bag is dead sexy. With the beaver tail, I just think it looks lame. Lame isn't the right word. covers up the tri-zip, looks weird, don't love it, whatever. For you, it may be the most important part of the bag. For me, with a bag this small, like this is a day pack. I don't need the ability to flex up to carry a ridiculous amount of stuff, but I do love now that I've converted that into a little pocket down there. I've got quick access bottom pocket, quick access top pocket, quick access side pocket. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the main compartment access through the laptop is 5. I can get into this bag 5 different ways, plus the top load is 6, plus the middle zip. Like quick access pockets all over this thing, I love. So overall, what are my impressions? The build quality is bonkers, as I expected it would be. Like, it is really neat and really nice. The colorway is just as good in person as it looked on the website. Like, so sexy. The harness, I'm assuming, is about to be super comfortable when I try it on for the first time. And now that I've performed a little beaver tail surgery, my apologies to all beavers out there, man, this is really good. Is it my perfect bag? Not for me, but it is definitely one I'm keeping, and definitely one that I'm going to use a lot, and definitely one that you're going to see permanently in the collection on the wall behind me. I'm not sure who's coming off. Are you coming off, Hondo? Are you coming off, Cotopaxi? I don't know. We'll see. But really, really love the bag. I hope all of you who snagged one, I hope you enjoy yours. And if you want to know the cheapest and most cost-effective way to get your own Mystery Ranch Unicorn 2.0, hit me up on Instagram. You can find me at Bit of a Wander. That's Bit of a Wander, all one word. That's my handle on Instagram and my other channel, by the way. Check me out on YouTube, Bit of a Wander. And I'll be selling my Orange Unicorn 2.0 at theperfectbag.us. See if you can get your hands on mine. Goodness gracious. All right, everybody, it's time for me to wear this bag for your enjoyment. And I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough of the Mystery Ranch Times Carryology Unicorn 2.0 Project Pegasus. All the words, all the things, 2 colorways for your enjoyment. Let's do this thing. Time to walk with the bag. Bye for now, everybody. Thanks for all the love and support.